Good evening, I'm Sonia Kaliselvam and this is KiniNews. A senior PAS leader has clarified what he meant when he said that Abdul Hadi Awang was the most qualified PM candidate. He said this in response to criticism over his remarks.
Senior PAS leader Mokhtar Senik has responded to various reactions, including negative comments for naming PAS President Abdul Hadi Awang as a candidate for Prime Minister. In a post on Facebook, Mokhtar explained that he named Hadi as a candidate if the public desired an Islamic government and an Islamic country. He added that if you want a secular liberal state like the one we have now, then of course Hadi is not qualified. Mokhtar also dismissed the argument that the 77-year-old politician seemed frail, and this would make it difficult for him to lead. He said, "You have to remember that the job of the Prime Minister is not about dancing. And if you want someone to dance and show off, then Hadi can't do that." Yesterday, Mokhtar said Hadi could bring a new face to politics in Malaysia if he becomes the Prime Minister. He cited Hadi's knowledge and piety as important qualities needed in a leader. Debates have previously emerged regarding the prime ministerial candidate for Perikatan Nasional, sparked by ongoing discussions within the coalition.
Fahmi Reza is unfazed over the possibility of action against him over his Musa Aman graphic. This was what he said about the matter.
Graphic artist Fahmi Reza is prepared to appear and defend himself at the Keningau Native Court after the latter summoned him over his caricature of Sabah Governor Musa Aman. In a statement posted on his Facebook account, Fahmi said he is not afraid, and the majority of Sabahans know that he is not an enemy of the Kadazan, Dusun, and Marut community or the people of Sabah. He stated that the true enemies are the corrupt individuals and those who protect them. Fahmi added that he is prepared to face any punishment, including jail and fine, to defend his right to use art to fight corruption. Yesterday, it was reported that the court sought compensation from Fahmi, deeming the caricatures a serious insult to Musa and the people of Sabah, particularly the KDM communities. Fahmi had been criticizing Musa through the caricature since the latter's appointment as state governor last December. He had previously visited Kota Kinabalu, where he plastered the caricature on a wall, though it was quickly removed. Fahmi was arrested in connection with the caricatures on December 30th and investigated under the Sedition Act.
Hanipah has reminded Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and Pakatan Harapan leaders of their past participation in street protests. This was in his call for them to allow for an anti-corruption rally to proceed on January 25th.
Former Deputy Law Minister Mohammed Hanipah has urged the government to ensure that the planned anti-corruption rally in Kuala Lumpur on January 25th is allowed to proceed without any disruption. In a post on Facebook today, he expressed hope that the concerned citizens will be allowed to conduct the rally uninterrupted by the police. He added that the government should ensure the people's rights to hold any peaceful assembly will be duly and jealously protected and safeguarded. He said, after all, the current Prime Minister and many of his current ministers are the graduates of the Peaceful Assembly School. He said this in response to reports that a group will be organizing a rally to demand swift action against all politicians involved in corruption cases, transparent probes into all corruption allegations, and for all political leaders to affirm their commitment towards ending corruption. A group of NGOs and individuals had said that the rally will take place at 2:30 p.m. in front of the Sogo shopping mall, and participants will march to Dataran Merdeka from there. The group had condemned both the government and the opposition for their response to major corruption issues.
Before we move on, if you like access to news like this and more, scan the QR code on the screen and subscribe to Malaysia Kini. Back to the rally, a group had announced yesterday that they would be holding the protest as it is the only way the people's voices can be heard.
An anti-corruption rally, organized by Secretariat Rakyat Benci Rasuah, will be held in Kuala Lumpur on January 25th. The rally will take place at 2:30 p.m. in front of Sogo, and participants will march to Dataran Merdeka. In a statement endorsed by 50 organizations and 38 individuals, the Secretariat condemned both the government and the opposition for its handling of major corruption issues. It pointed to Malaysia Kini's recent expose of a scandal in Sabah and expressed its disappointment in how the matter has been swept under the carpet. It said the people have also been disappointed over top leaders escaping sentencing through dubious court decisions. The Secretariat is demanding for swift action against all politicians involved in corruption cases. It called for transparent probes into all corruption allegations and for all political leaders to affirm commitment towards ending corruption. The group said they are taking to the streets because that is the only way the people's voices can be heard. Regrettably, it said the opposition has also failed to offer a better alternative. It added that recently, the Prime Minister himself advised that the youth should not be busy defending corrupt leaders, so they were taking up the call.
Moving on to PKR, the party has appealed to the federal court to reinstate the original 10 million ringgit bond against its former Vice President Zuraida Kamaruddin.
PKR has turned to the federal court to reinstate the original 10 million ringgit bond against its former Vice President Zuraida Kamaruddin for defecting from the party. The party's lawyer, Navpreet Singh, said they filed for leave on January 8th to appeal to the Apex Court to challenge the Court of Appeal's discount of the bond quantum from 10 million to 100,000 ringgit. The lawyer said the appeal leave papers have been served on Zuraida's legal team, and the court has set February 10th for case management. Zuraida had left PKR as part of the Sheraton move in early 2020, which led to the collapse of the Pakatan Harapan government after 22 months in power. Former PKR Secretary General Saifuddin Nasution Ismail had initiated the 10 million ringgit suit on behalf of the party after Zuraida quit. In the statement of claim, Saifuddin said Zuraida executed a bond where she had bound herself to pay the party the sum based on established terms and conditions of an agreement. The terms included agreeing to pay the sum to PKR no later than 7 days upon her resignation from the party, joining any other political party, or being an independent elected representative after she won the election on a PKR ticket.
A new Community Communications Department Director General has been appointed. Ismail Yusof will fill the post which had been vacant for 3 months.
Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil has confirmed the appointment of Ismail Yusof as the Director General of the Community Communications Department. When asked by Malaysia Kini, Fahmi responded, "Yes, confirmed." The appointment was made after the position had been vacant for 3 months. He replaces Khairuddin Uthman, whose contract was terminated after 6 months. Ismail had previously served in the agency as its Deputy Director General. He is the third JCOM Director General since Anwar Ibrahim became Prime Minister following the 15th general election. Yesterday, Ismail's appointment had been shared on the official Facebook page of the Malaysian National Academy.
That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Sunekala Selvam. Thanks for watching.